2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2DA.
Well, thanks very much, guys.
And the message usually received, DA, thank you. Here are the five for the Raptors. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. And for Portland, their forwards, it's Hart and Grant. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Now we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
3 on the clock, and there's the nice layup by Barnes. Barnes has got the opening field goal of the game for Toronto.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Van Vliet. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Bangs home the trifecta.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Simons. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Now here's Van Vliet. Trent outside. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Tries it from the top of the key. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
They had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
And so here's Toronto. The Blazers getting the bucket. A 3 from Barnes. Buries the long-range jumper. Barnes has got 8.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Here's Simons. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte. And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Just 4 to shoot. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. To the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An average 4 to 6 coaching changes happen after every regular season, and in 2021 the Trailblazers parted ways with their coach after 9 seasons, and Chauncey Billups was brought in as their new leader.
Well, we know, Brent, the Blazers front office really seems to like Coach Chauncey Billups. They feel he brings a certain toughness to that team.
Yeah, the accountability part is what they lean on with Chauncey, and obviously a great connection in the point guard mentality between Chauncey and Damian Lillard. But immediately a lot of respect given to him because of how he carried himself in his career. So it's been a welcome change for the organization, and we'll see if they can build upon last year.
Trent, that falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Lillard. Gary Trent Jr. making his last shot. Pass to Grant. Over Siakam. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. To the middle. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Simons kicks to Lillard. Hart, wide open. He fires. Hands it from downtown.
Wow. way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
It's Trent on the wing. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Goes back up. Grant with the bucket, getting it done inside. Grant's got his third bucket of the night. Raptors trail by 4. Van Vliet left side. Shoots over Lillard. Siakam inside. Grant on him. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. That's a 2 from Lillard. Siakam pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Personal foul.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And the Raptors making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simons, the big name from that group.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Toronto. Their season filled with ups and downs. 10th right now in the conference.
And I think for Toronto, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they've shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
A guy who hasn't played a lot of ball. Sharp, though, has all the all-star tools they think available to him.
An exceptional shot maker from outside, and he's got great vertical bounce, almost a 7-foot wingspan, and he is relentless in his attack.
A nice shot by Flynn.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody's trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Portland with the ball. Raptors knocking down the tray. Winslow's shot is off. Flynn the pass to Anunoby. Back to Flynn. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Batten. Here's Anunoby. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Clippers. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now Winslow, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Back to Winslow. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And he makes the first. A lot of changes. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable. They've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
2 shots.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those those inside looks, those are paying off.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Passes it to Eubanks. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his third assist on the night.
Well, all eyes on Lillard defensively, and that causes a big-time breakdown, and he's quick to take advantage.
Manton, the pass to Anunoby. Portland grabs the miss.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Three-pointer. They get a hand on it, and they get it back. Flynn the pass to Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Lillard. He's off on that one, and it's Portland the other way.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Watford, that's good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Anunoby. The Blazers getting the bucket. Nailed from three-point land. Anunoby's got the game tied up here for Toronto. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Out left to the wing. There's the triple. Short. That's good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The pass to Anunoby. Shoots over Winslow. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 3 from Portland. We're back in a moment.
25.